Have you ever seen a Montessori mom's social media posts of their toddler loading the dishwasher and felt a surge of envy over how they get their children to be so helpful with household chores? Today, I'm going to reveal how those Montessori moms get their kids to willingly help out around the house and let you know what chores are appropriate for your child's age. Plus, I'll share with you how involving your kids in chores is not just helpful for you, it's also incredibly important for their healthy development. That's right, involving your children in household chores isn't just about lightening your workload, it's actually essential for their healthy development and future success. Harvard's study of adult development found that children who participate in family chores are more likely to be successful as adults, with higher self-esteem, better work habits, greater happiness, and better relationships. So getting your kids involved in chores is a win-win situation. But how do you do it? Maria Montessori was Italy's first female physician, and she revolutionized early childhood education. She observed that children have a natural drive to participate in meaningful work. In fact, the foundation for a child's lifelong relationship with responsibility actually begins in early childhood, and it's deeply rooted in their natural desire to participate in what they see adults doing. And childhood chores offer far more benefits even beyond building responsibility. Children develop a sense of belonging through contributing to family needs. Chores help to develop essential fine and gross motor skills. Research shows that as chores build responsibility, they also build self-reliance. Chores foster problem-solving skills as children learn to navigate tasks. From a parent's perspective, it may seem faster to do things yourself at first, but long-term, teaching children to help actually frees up your time. As you can see, there are a lot of benefits to involving your child in chores. And understanding that children's participation in household chores is developmentally beneficial can help us approach chores not as a battle, but as an opportunity for growth. Now, of note, parents who involve children in chores from an early age report less resistance as children grow older. So the key is starting earlier, when your child is naturally eager to help. Ideally, your child would be actively involved in household chores by 4 or 5, but don't worry if your child's older. Starting today is better than starting tomorrow. Now, let me address a common myth about kids and chores, that kids who do chores miss out on being kids. In reality, the research shows that children actually feel more capable and confident when they truly contribute meaningfully. Now, the Montessori method offers a practical and effective framework for introducing children to household responsibilities in a way that respects their development and builds their confidence. It can transform your home from a one-person cleaning service to a collaborative family team where everyone contributes. So next, I'll reveal 12 simple shifts in your approach that can make the difference between constant nagging and willing participation. First, do chores alongside your child, not just assigning them tasks. The Montessori philosophy relies on all members of the family working together as a team. Over time, each member develops their own independent tasks, but every person still contributes. Second, demonstrate tasks step by step at first. So routine tasks that may seem second nature to you are complex to young children. So instead of just go sweep up that mess on the floor, it's go to the cabinet where the broom is held and open it up and take the broom out. When you get into the kitchen where the mess is, you separate the dustpan from the broom. You break it down into each little step to help give your child a better chance of succeeding at the whole project. Third, break down complex chores into smaller, manageable components. So it's a similar concept here, but let's say there's a complicated thing like cleaning your whole room that you want your child to do. And so here you want to break it down into things like pick up the laundry off of the floor, put away the toys that are out into the bin, and make your bed, and break it down into those separate, smaller, manageable components. That's going to make it much easier for them to succeed at the overarching task of cleaning their room. And visuals can be very helpful here for kids to remember the steps. So something like cleaning your room that you want them to do fairly regularly, you might write out a little visual list with laundry and toys in bins and making the bed and whatever else you want to add to the list. Fourth, and this is a very important one, use positive language. So for example, you might say something like, it's time to care for our home, rather than you have to do your chores. It comes across in a much more palatable way for your child. Fifth, let go of perfection. When involving your children in chores, the process matters more than the result. And over time, the result will become very good as well. 6, provide child-sized tools when appropriate. So if they need a smaller spray bottle, for example, you might do that. 7th, patience is essential. Children need time to master skills, and especially the more complex chores require more time to master. 8th, make chores playful. So you could involve music. You could have races against the clock. Like, can we get all the laundry loaded before the minute hand gets to the 12? And working together on a chore that maybe they felt they had to do alone. Like, oh, how about I do the top rack today of the dishwasher and you do the bottom? We'll work together. These are all great ways of making chores more entertaining and more enjoyable. 9th, cater chore requests to your child's interests. So kids who love plants might want to get involved in watering the plants. Kids who love animals may be happier to feed the animals. Maybe they'll even do the litter box, who knows? 10th, never use chores as punishment. This creates a negative association, so they start to think of chores as a bad thing, but you want them to think of chores as a good thing. So instead, frame chores as an opportunity to contribute and meet family expectations. 11th, especially if you have multiple children, chore charts can be really helpful to make sure that you're fairly distributing the tasks so there's no sibling rivalry there. And 12th, remember that your attitude towards household work sets the tone. So when you do your household chores, try to approach that in a positive manner. As you can see from those 12 tips, the Montessori approach to chores focuses more on the process than the outcome. So building intrinsic motivation to participate and be part of the team rather than relying on rewards or punishments. Next, I want to share specific examples of age-appropriate chores that can help you get your child to develop responsibility while truly contributing to your household. And one of the most common questions that parents ask is what chores can their children actually handle at different ages? So let's break it down developmentally. Let's start with age 2 to 3. So this is the me do it stage when children are eager to help. They can participate by putting toys in a bin, placing dirty clothes in a hamper, helping feed pets with supervision, wiping up small spills, putting napkins on the table, and they can even do some simple food prep like washing the fruits. At age 4 to 5, they have more coordination and longer attention spans, so they can participate with things like setting the table, helping to make their bed, watering the plants, sorting laundry by color even, putting away their clean clothes, and simple meal preparation with supervision. At age 6 to 8, they have greater independence and logical thinking. So here they're doing things like sweeping the floors, making their bed completely, taking out small trash bags, loading the dishwasher, folding and putting away laundry, and preparing simple meals all on their own. Then at 9 to 12, they're capable of more complex, multi-step tasks, things like vacuuming, washing the dishes, helping to prepare a complete meal, cleaning bathrooms with guidance, doing their laundry completely, taking care of pets independently. And then finally, we have teenagers who are learning real-world self-sufficiency. They're doing deeper cleaning tasks, helping with grocery shopping, preparing meals for the family, assisting with yard work. Maybe they're beginning to learn some home maintenance skills. Now, by matching chores with your child's developmental abilities, we set our children up for success and gradually build their capability to manage a household task. Now, as I ran through that list of ages, you may have been thinking, oh, my child is nowhere near doing that, or oh, my child's been doing that since much earlier. Each child's going to vary a little bit, and especially if you got an early start to chores, your child will be capable of doing some of those things even earlier. But if not, don't worry, just get started today and use those recommendations as guidelines. What's one small chore that you could invite your child to participate in this week? Share your plan in the comments below and let me know how it goes. If this video helped you feel more confident about managing chores in your family, you'll love my next video, which covers the 5 steps you need to take to become a confident parent. Keep up the good work on your amazing parenting journey.